Hi, this is Skoggit, and today what I'm going to be making is I'm going to be making some red beans and rice Mrs. Skoggit's way. It's not my way because I make them different. Mrs. Skoggit wanted me to make them her way, the way she likes them, and I make red beans. When I make red beans, I make them totally different. What I do is I use my own spices. I add onion and bell pepper. I add sausage to it, but Mrs. Skoggit didn't want any of this. What she wanted, just the Zatarain's red bean seasoning mix and the beans, and that's all she wanted. So that's what I'm going to bake it today, and I'll show you how to go about doing this, and I'll show you the ingredients you're going to need. What I've got is I've got some Camellia's New Orleans red beans and some Zatarain's red bean seasoning mix, and that's all I'm going to use in order to put this together. In the near future, I'll have a video on red beans and rice the way I make it. What we'll have the onions, bell peppers, all the spices what I put in it myself, because I don't use this. I have my own spices I use, and also the sausage and such. But she wanted it just plain, so that's where I'm going to make it. And we're going to serve this over a bed of rice. And I'll go ahead and get started and show you how to prepare this. It's really very simple, and I'll show you how to prepare it. And this is going to be done in probably 3 parts. I'll show you how to prepare the beans, sort them out and everything, what you got to do. And then we'll have the second video will show you how to mix the seasoning mix in the beans and how long to cook them. And then the third part will be the finished product and plating up. So I'll go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how all this comes about. This out of the way for just a sec. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread these red beans out on the cabinet here, if I can keep them all together. And we're going to sort through them. They'll come out the way I need them to. What I'm going to do is sort through these, and what I'm looking for in these beans is I'm looking for any rocks, tree limbs, particles of dirt, or whatever, because you sure don't want to eat beans, get a big old spoonful and bite into it and find out, oh, there's a rock there, because that causes you to go to the dentist, and you don't want that. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, while I'm fixing to sort through these beans, I'm going to go ahead and get some water boiling here. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use about 7 cups of water and get it to boiling real good. There's 4 cups going in there. Go ahead and turn on the heat to high. Three more cups, so we got 7 cups of water in that pot right there. We're just going to let that come to like a rolling boil. And I'm going to sort through these to see if I can find anything that don't need to be there. That bean don't look too good there. Usually on these camellia beans, you don't find a whole lot of debris in them. I don't know if they're double washed or what, or double sorted through or what, but I haven't found a whole lot of anything in them, which is good. You find a few bad beans every now and then, what don't look right, and I just cast them aside. These beans are pretty good. They're about the best I've found. Has real good flavor to them and everything. And me and Mrs. Skoggit, we really like them. And what I've put is, I've got a pound of these because the bag is got a pound, so I'm making 1 pound of red beans here. You just kind of sort through them, and if something don't look right, then you just pull them out. A couple there what looks kind of funky. So what I'm going to do with these beans, I'm just going to wash them off, and there's another one that don't look too good. I'm going to just wash these off, and once I get them washed off in cold water real good, I'm going to go ahead and add them to the pot of water what's going to be boiling here. And I'm going to add them whenever the water, I'm going to add the beans to the pot when the water starts to boil and it gets boiling real good, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the heat down to a low simmer and let it simmer for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, then I'm going to add the seasoning mix, and I'll have the second part to that coming up. So I have the second part coming up. Like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and wash off the beans real good with cold water, and then I'm going to add them to the boiling water. When I add them to the boiling water, then I'm going to go ahead and let them cut the heat down when it's to a rolling boil. I'm going to cut the heat down and let them simmer for 45 minutes with the lid on. So I'm going to go ahead and get that prepared and do that, and I'll have the second part coming up, and I'll show you what to do after that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in for the second part, and y'all take care.